All right, smile, baby. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Hey.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's like old times. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, we're going to have a big group tonight. Everybody's joining. Yay! Excellent. Excellent. Yay. Okay. Hello, 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 hello.
Hey.
Hello, hello, hello. I think I got everybody here. Let's see here. Oh, there she is. Miss Christine, I made you a co-host there, darling. Let's see. I can't hear anyone. You all can hear me?
Yes,
Oh, now I can hear you, probably because you were on mute. I haven't.
Yeah,
we were, yes, or at least I was.
yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Oh,
No,
good,
no.
good. Hello, hello.
Mute. Okay. I don't know why we don't have.
Hi,
a video.
Nancy.
Start video.
T.
Hi.
Hi, David.
David,
Yeah.
she says hello.
I know. I said hi.
Oh, okay, cool. T, I think David left you a message regarding your
Credit card.
credit card. So just
Yeah,
FYI.
it was scrambled. I couldn't understand it real good. I mean, it was like faded in and out.
No way.
So I was going to call him next week and see what he was calling for.
I know.
Is
And
it
when
about the
Don't
pictures?
worry. Yes. Don't worry about it, because when I made this whole let's get together and have a gathering, I totally forgot it was 4th of July long weekend. I don't know
Okay.
anything. When you're self-employed, you know nothing about holidays. Oh no.
All right. Says hi.
Hello, Monterey. He got completely butchered.
Yep.
He looks good though. He's got his little 4th of July sweater on. Hey Terry, hello. I got your email, but I wasn't. I was in the shower. Couldn't email you back. Excellent. Well, we're gonna wait for a few more people to jump on. But while we're doing that, how did you like registering first? Did that work for you?
Drinking out of a cup,
Yeah.
water cup.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is this on mute or can she hear us?
No, I think she can hear us
We can
now.
hear you.
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
She can now. Yeah. See
Yeah.
where it says mute.
Right here, mute.
Yeah. No, that's more.
Oh, that's more. Oh,
It's okay. Where are you, Marlene? I love it. Okay, now you're on mute, so I can't hear you now. So, yeah.
Is this us? This is us. Is this mute or unmute?
Okay, now I'm going to mute you because we can all hear you, Arlene. When you raise your hand to chit chat, then you can unmute yourself. But
Sharon, thank you so much for the birthday card.
yes, and all the fabulous Facebook birthday wishes.
Yeah.
You were extremely popular. I'm like, wow. Oh, good.
What's going on?
No, my mom couldn't remember where she put her keys.
Did everybody have a good 4th of July?
Well, they're on mute now.
They're on mute now.
Thumbs up if you had a good 4th of July. Just a second here. I'm just my mother is texting me. She's having a little moment. Just a second here. Just a second. There she goes. She's all good now. Okay, there we are. Excellent. Woo!
Okay.
Not
Well,
yet.
No.
No.
Oh.
Oh, in a minute.
Okay.
Well, there's people still coming on.
Oh, okay.
It is. I usually start at like 4:08, 4:09. So we're good. Or 5:08. Look at all the pretty faces. Yay. I love complete withdrawal. But this isn't fun anymore. I don't want to be. I want to be on a cruise. But I have big news. So we'll be sharing lots of that. Hello, Miss Sharon and Betty and Arlene and Pat and Jeannie and Vicky and Rosie and Pat again and Miss Christine and Della and Diana and Laura and Evelyn and Margaret and Linda. Oh, kiss Linda's husband. She's like, oh. And Marion and Leslie and Shannon and Lisa. Lisa, you don't have a picture. And Cheryl, that's on that page. Oh my goodness. So you already have your hand up? All right, well, we'll be going through all of that. And I have another Sue, and oh my gosh, now you all mixed up. I can't remember who, and Deborah, who I said hi. Hello, Kim. I'm so glad your daughter's doing better. All right, we're gonna start. So I thank you for being here. I have highly loved all your fabulous emails, your Facebook posts, your phone calls, your texts, the cards. Both David and I and Courtney want to just extend our, as I would call it, aloha back to you. We made history in our own little way, and you should be very proud. Give yourself a big pat on the shoulder here. Very proud of yourself. For some of you walked like 15,000 steps or more. You conquered every challenge that was laid out for you when it came to stairs and just getting you everywhere, being patient. I have to say, now looking back at all the thousands of photos, David's so cute in bed. He sits there and he cleans up each photo because I'm like, honey, make sure we all look good. And I'm like, oh, that was such a good one. Oh, I remember that. That was so much fun. So he has about 1,000. Well, you have 412 or so photos from my sister.
Yeah,
He still has to go through, and then we're gathering some more photos as well from Mary Jane and Kim. So we're a little on the slow boat right now with your CD packages.
I just finished my photos.
Yeah, you just, was it this morning at 2 o'clock
Yeah.
this morning?
Yeah.
We've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. We have horrible sleeping habits. My mom's like, oh, are you ready for a nap? I'm like, almost. So I have all these great little belated birthday messages to you, honey. Thank you. Oh, and Canada Day. Yeah, raise your hands for Canadians that are with us. Happy Canada Day. I love it. And so why I brought us together for a few reasons is we made lifetime friendships. I really feel like so many of you that didn't know each other or came solo or had a roommate match with you or just was hanging out, really connected with so many people. And as life gets back to norm, and I don't want norm. I don't want us to miss this connection. So you guys are all invited to anything, of course, we do. We will do more, Zooms every quarter or something just to keep our royal family together because you're so important to us. And plus, we want to make sure that we've wrapped up everything from the trip. Today, if you have a personal need and you haven't emailed me or you're waiting for something, that would go through an email. So because we don't want everybody hearing a personal issue due to just being private, and I respect that, if you are looking for help with TravelX or Princess, please email me. I can tell you that we are still helping gals with insurance and with Princess. Post Princess is a little bit of a longer wait for them to get back to us. So if you put a claim in, or if you're looking for your portfolio, I know Georgina, I'm still working on yours. It's a long process because you have to think about it. Almost every single day, they have over 3,000 people times how many ships that they have coming off, and they are getting bombarded. Calling in doesn't work. I love them, but they do have a special URL where we go to and fill out the forms, and then they do get back to it, but it does take a little while, especially if it's something that's a little more complicated or needs a little more digging. So hang tight. Just give me a raise of hands and hold your hand up really fast if you're still waiting for something from Princess, so I kind of can, well, page 1 has nobody. How about page 2? Raise your hand. Okay, Leslie. All right, Leslie, I'm not aware of maybe what your need is, so send me an email. The other thing I wanted to ask is, I had a piece of paper I wrote down. There was a couple ladies that were in their cabin most of the trip because they got sick. And unfortunately, I cannot find their name. So I can picture them. I just can't think of their name. And I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I should have written it in I call it my Bible here, my 3-ring binder with everything in it. So if they were your cabin mates, please email me or put information in the chat, because I want to follow up with them just to make sure they're okay and how I can assist them with their travel eggs. Because I haven't heard from them. So, and hopefully maybe somebody knows what I'm talking about. All right. Let's hear from David. David, I know I gave a little spiel about your CDs and your DVDs and your photos. So what else is going on?
Yeah, so hi, ladies, and if there's gents there, I don't see.
That's okay.
But ladies, I am still working on, well, you probably heard it, I finished my photos early this morning. And so now I'm going through Mary Mike's. Then once I get Kim's and NJ's, and then also Scott's, I have to go through their photos so that I can put it all together, and then I'll be able to, I'll send out the link for the photos first, because then I'm going to work on the video after that. But I want to get the photos to you as fast as I can. So as soon as I get in, the rest of them, I'll put the link, or I'll send the link to you. Also, the ladies that had the CD or DVD or flash drive, I'll send you a link as well on the email, so that you can get that as well. And then I'll send you your flash drive and everything once I download to the flash drives and the DVDs. I don't have a lot of samples, but like.
Here, look at it, honey.
So this one. For those ladies that were in Paris. Is there a?
It's hard to do a dark photo. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
Not gonna work?
No, do a bright photo.
Well, I don't have bright photos right now.
Well, of the cute little royals. While he gets some photos up, he's been putting together all sorts of different things. So if you're not sure what David was meaning is, those who ordered a package, whether it was the downloadable link, the DVD, or the flash drive, he is going to send you via email the link so that you can all start looking at the photos and having some fun with it while he finishes up. Then he'll update it. And hey, Deborah, can you put mute on, honey? I can hear you. Walter. While he is still finishing, there'll probably be a couple more thousand photos. He'll keep updating that link and then burn it on DVDs and flash drives at the very end. And that will also have your videos, multiple videos. And are the pictures broken out by folders?
They are.
Yay! Okay, so the pictures are broken out by folders. So pre-tour London, and then each port, and then Paris as the post tour. So you can click the folders, and it's a Google Drive. So it's really easy. It's just click. But we want you to have something. Was that going to be okay? Thumbs up on that. Raise your hand on below. You have the little emojis that goes like this. Raise your hands if you have any questions about the DVD or the photos or the flash drive.
And you can still order them too.
Yes.
So
this
this
is a
is
fabulous
so this
photo.
is the Paris. If you can,
Oh,
Versailles.
ooh, can you see that? It's hard to see on the camera, but the colorful people, the colorful dots are you all.
That's wonderful.
Anyways, Susan, is your question about the pictures? You have your hand up, Susan Lawman.
Yeah, no, I was just hoping that everybody got home safely and they got over everything. And David, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was rushed to the hospital with pneumonia
Oh,
and on oxygen, and I was on oxygen all day long until about a week ago, and now I'm only on it at night. But
Oh, good.
It was such a fabulous trip, and I get a kick out of watching the advertisements for the Olympics. And I said, we were there. I know that we were there. And it's so wonderful to, to remember all those things that they're showing and knowing that we were there. We saw that.
No, you're absolutely right. And again, I was going to get to that because right after David, because he can only stay up here with me for a couple minutes. So yes, we did such a fabulous job. Susan, thank you so much for your beautiful comments and birthday wishes. But we also shared not only hugs, but we shared some fabulous germs. So I know that many of you, there was a group of those who did go to the hospital. I'm so sorry about that, but I have heard that everyone's recuperating. Most people have bounced back. I'm still waiting for a couple people to get back to me, and I'm just glad that you got medical advice and medical attention when you needed it. What could we do different? I don't know. I'm always going to hug. So that's something to think about too. And I'm happy to talk about it. Is we have a couple big trips coming up. One you know about in Alaska. Yes, we still have cabins. Ding, ding. But we have two other really spectacular trips that one's ready to launch tonight. So how can we keep ourselves safe? I mean, any suggestions? I'm into it. Yes, Evelyn, she is our resident pharmacist or drug lady. I just asked you to be, there you go. Okay, you go, girl.
Okay. Well, I'm still working in healthcare and hospitals and stuff, but I think that the major thing is that if anybody has anything unusual happening, especially sore throat and coughing, they have to mask themselves. If we were on every single bus we were on, people were coughing unmasked, and that air we breathed it all. So all of us got sick, including me. And I think once, we tried to mask once people were coughing all over us, but I think on the elevators crowded, people were coughing. And I'm going on another Princess Cruise on this Saturday. I'm going to Alaska, and with my grandson. So I am going to be wearing the mask on the elevators, and I'm going to wear a mask when I go to the buffet. I don't care if people look at me funny, but when you put 3,000 people in an area like that, all it takes is one, because this virus we got was extremely contagious, very contagious. You didn't have to be exposed to it much long, but it behooves all of us that if you start to feel symptoms, you've got a mask. You've got to keep yourself from launching those droplets out and getting all of us sick. And I know that's hard because you spent a lot of money on this trip. You didn't want to miss anything. I understand that. But a lot of people had a lot of comorbidities and, you know, diabetes and COPD and everything. And it really immunosuppress people and they can get severely ill. And so it behooves all of us watching out for each other to kind of, you know, moderate our own bodies. So that's my sense.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And absolutely, it is important, most definitely. And I can tell you, we doubled up on our vitamin C. We went to the doctor. I mean, we had our own little pharmacy going on in our cabin, from Dayquil and NyQuil and all the lovely, I shouldn't really say this because we're being taped. But thank you for those who provided great information while I was, you know, needing it. So the help. Let me get to Joanne King. Yes, you do need to call. So here's a good question. If you had some out-of-pocket expenses during your cruise, you went to the medic station and you paid for prescriptions or anything like that, what you need to do is, hopefully you still have all your receipts, is call Travelex and open up a claim. You have your Travelex paperwork that was in your purple folder, the 800 number, give them a call. They're fabulous. They'll walk you through it. So it's very simple. And there's a couple options too. When you talk to them, they can do what we call a direct deposit into your checking account, or mailing you a check. So I do know that direct deposit is much faster than them mailing you a check because of the post office. All right, Miss Christine, how are you? What, honey?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
now
can
we
hear
can.
you.
Hi, guys. It's so nice to see so many faces that I know. Oh my gosh, I missed you all so much. Hi, guys. What I wanted to suggest is all of those gelling stations where we go in and out of rooms. I mean, they're there for a reason. It's like in the hospital, gelling in and gelling out when you leave a room. And also, it might be helpful to do, I know this sounds a little strange, but just coming from a medical background, a little in-service before our next cruise about, universal precautions, proper hand washing and how to do that. And, how to turn the sink off with your elbow instead of actually touching that thing again. And, the cruise ships are not really set up in a way where we're not reinfecting after we wash our hands. So that's the interesting thing. It's really important to, when that gel machine is outside the restroom, to use it, because even though you just wash your hands, you also touch the door and then touch the sink handles, So I was kind of a little paranoid about that myself, because I've got some comorbidities that I have to be careful of. And I just kept thinking to myself, gee, there's some improvements that I could be making. And I thought, and I kind of was doing that for a living. So I thought, gee, when you're relaxed and maybe you've had a cocktail, you're not really thinking about that. Those gel machines are your friends.
You're talking about the hand sanitizer machine, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I did notice that when we started the cruise, Princess didn't have as many out, and as we as a few more days went into the cruise, I saw more of them definitely come out. So I do love that.
Yeah.
Yes, those little gel packets definitely are, or the little gel machines. How anyone else can have any suggestions or anything? I mean, this is all important as we're doing our closing out paperwork and creating our new fund in the future here. Serving spoons, Joanne King, like I say, if you're going to, if you're touching anything, especially at the buffet, I joked with David, I said, next time I'm taking plastic gloves or rubber gloves, those little clear cheapy ones. But make sure you're using that napkin, you know, make sure when you touch something, if this is a spoon and someone else is there before you. But we have chatted about that. I think a lot of it is because it's all about aloha. What did I do every time I kissed you, or kind of, I hugged you? You can blame me if you got sick, because I probably gave you a hug. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for the good info. I know Maddie Veal is doing much better. I talked to her daughter. She was one that got off the ship, and so she's all taken care of with Travelex as well. We worked with that together, and also the lady Vicky's husband, who had the little
Thrombosis.
the blood clot. He's home. He's doing well. Miss O'Brien, who had let's see here. I apologize, David. You're gonna have to cut this out because this is recorded. She had left because she had bronchitis. And you know what? There's a blessing in disguise, because while she was at the hospital, they found something. A health issue that needed her immediate attention, and if she hadn't been on that cruise or hadn't had a little bit of chest issue, they wouldn't have found it, and it would have been serious for her. So she is so funny. Literally a day after she got home, she's like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. I'm all better. So there are definitely great stories of those who had to leave the ship that can stay with us. So I just want to let you guys know everyone's doing well. Elevator buttons. Woo! Exactly. I love it. So yeah.
Go ahead and show them that one.
Oh, David has another photo. Let's see. He's been looking for another one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's London.
Where was that? That was in
London,
front of. Oh, that was that
Tower of London.
Tower of London. That big photo.
See if they can see it.
So ladies have told me I could let you guys know about their, how they're doing and stuff. So I did want you to know that I have talked to them. So, and they're excited. I'm not sure if any of them are on today, but if you are, I'm sending you a virtual hug. Okay, let's go. She was on, great. So I'm going to pick some people. I want to hear about your experiences. I'm going to start with T. Burns, because you're the next person on my list here. I just asked you to unmute. So you can give us both the fabulous and the, oh, I wish we did something different, or how could we do something different? We want to look for solutions to things that maybe weren't perfect. So please feel free and be kind. Okay. All right, Tia, go for it, hon.
The fabulous to me was so many Red Hatters together.
Yeah.
And everyone was friendly to everybody else. The I don't know of anything not so. Everything was great. Everybody was friendly. I'll tell you what, I went in there expecting you to be too busy to talk to anybody, and you always took the time to talk to people on a one-on-one basis, and that surprised me. You were busy, but when I said, Nancy, you turned, you looked at me eye to eye and said, yes, T, and we talked just like I talked to my next door neighbor, Jane.
Thank you. Well, that's so sweet.
That's so sweet.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry. Okay, maybe this is a cry session, and I'll take it. Well, I have to tell you that we were so blessed by Honey. We were so blessed to have a group of all of you that were kind, loving, gracious. I mean, gracious to the point, even though when you were so exhausted, and trust me, I had my moments. We just kept smiling, and that's what we have to do. I mean, that's what it's all about. So thank you so much, T. It was a pleasure having you. And how's your husband?
Well, his foot has busted open since while I was gone, and it got infected, and he's diabetic. And so we've been fighting that ever since I got back.
Okay, well, we'll keep you and him in our best wishes. And remember, ladies, you're welcome to drop us a line as well. Email works better than Facebook messages because I get so much spam on Facebook message. I miss a lot. So
I will tell you, Nancy,
yeah.
when I got back, I was so exhausted. When I get overtired, I get hoarse. And I lost my voice for 2 weeks. I was that exhausted.
Yeah. No,
I was tired.
We were tired. It took me more than 2 weeks, so I'm glad you're feeling better. And those
I
glasses
felt fine.
good. No exhaustion, and those glasses look fabulous on you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know where she went. Well, thank you so much for your lovely comment. I have Evelyn. She has her hand up. Hi, hon. Oh, hold on, Lovey.
Okay. I wanted to tell you that the WhatsApp worked really good. I think that was a very positive way of communicating with this many people spread all over the ship. It really was a great tool. And so that was a very positive thing for the group.
Awesome. And that was a fast turnaround of introducing WhatsApp and actually getting everyone a good percentage on and using it. So WhatsApp is definitely my friend. I'm loving WhatsApp. So thank you for letting me know it worked well for you. Was there anything else, hon? No? Okay. All right, Brenda from Canada.
Hi there. I just wanted to say thank you for all the ladies that helped me with, I was on a walker, and cobblestones are not your friend when you're on a walker, but it didn't stop a few ladies that were near me, Red Hat ladies, just coming up and saying, what can I do and help? That was absolutely marvelous. And again, I say the same as Evelyn, it was so nice to see so many women together, just having a good time. And you just talk to everybody. We ate with different people all the time and enjoyed every single one of them. Some I'd like to stay friends with forever. I just wanted to say thank you to those ladies that helped me through those cobblestones and through the crowds in the museum. I got lost, and if it wasn't for Courtney, I'd probably still be there.
We'd be looking for you. We'd have those cute little military police officers trying to find you.
Yeah. No, it was really, yeah. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say, that it was so nice for everyone to help me so well. Thank you anyway.
You're very welcome. And you bring up another, another, how do we combat, cobblestones? We're going to, when we go back to the Mediterranean for our Greece trip, what could we have done anything different for you? I mean, do you feel like you, oh, Brenda, oh, there you
go. I don't know. I don't know. The same thing happened when I went to Mexico. That was a lot of cobblestones, but my grandson who was there, he pushed me in thing, and I don't want anybody to have to push me, but I don't know. I don't think there's anything, just the help I got. I mean, it made a lot. I had people pulling me on two sides. It was wonderful. So
good. Okay, good. Well,
because I am thinking of the Greece one, so I guess there might be more cobblestones.
Well, we are. I think it's important, looking at all the different type of walkers that I saw in general, whether it was on the cruise ship or out and about, and just even the last few weeks, really finding a walker that's travel friendly, that has a little bit of a better rubber heel, not the teeny weeny little plastic ones that don't give you any, cushion.
Yeah.
So I'm not wanting you to spend money, but I want you to definitely have, thinking about, like, okay, what could we do? Like, what is a better walker for you, or a better cane?
That would work if someone found it. I bought a walker to go with me because my other one I didn't think was good enough, and it was still one that jarred your.
You're right. And you know what? That's okay. Put it on sale on Facebook Marketplace and we'll get
Yeah, exactly.
you'll get going on something great. Joanne King here says cobblestones when wet was challenging for those without a walker. Yes. Yes. And you know, it's okay, ladies. We look gracious and fabulous if you're using a cane. Sparkle it up. Don't feel like, oh, I don't need a cane because I don't use a cane on an everyday basis. But if you feel like you are going to travel with us again, especially in Europe for our Greece trip, I highly recommend just throwing one of those in your little tote bag, because maybe that would help some stabilization when we're talking about uneven pavement. Maybe I'm crazy, but just a thought. Just a thought. Okay, thank you so much, Brenda. I appreciate your time. And say hello to my Canadian relatives.
Will do.
Awesome. All right, Miss Pat Sunday, welcome back. You have been a traveling maniac. You've been all over. Are you rested?
I am. The suitcases are here in the living room as I unpacked from my last trip, which was not in London and Paris. It was Alaska.
Yes.
I'm getting ready to go. I start in New York and I end up in Reykjavik, Iceland, and that will be next month's trip.
Good.
My reason for raising my hand while I was on the Alaskan cruise last week and the week before, I tend to sit in the jacuzzi and watch whatever movie is playing, and they had the most recent movie of Mission Impossible. So I was able to relive the chase scene all through Paris and visiting the fountain and the roads and some of the areas when we were in Rome back in December and January. I mean, it was just, oh, I've been there. It was just so exciting to know that now I've been places where the movies are being made.
I love it.
Yeah. And even though I just got back from Alaska, I'm looking forward to next year's Alaska as well.
Well, we're happy to have you. For those who have booked, thank you so much. It is an intimate group, but that's okay. We'll have about 100 to 125 people going with us. We still, at one point we were sold out, but more cruise tour cabins have been released. So we've been filling those up as well. So I loved all your texts. Thank you for texting me while you're in Alaska, all your pictures. It was wonderful to see. I'm so excited. And I'm almost done with shore excursions. I'm right there. So yeah. And, well, Pat, don't go too crazy on unpacking, because you're just gonna throw it all back in that suitcase.
I am.
Good. And you were in the jacuzzi. What was the temperature like outside while you were in Alaska?
It was fairly chilly. I had a sweatshirt and a lightweight jacket. I only had to use my umbrella one day when we were in Icy Strait Point, which is a new stop for Alaskan cruise ships.
Mm-hmm.
I went out into the forest and learned how to watched someone fillet a halibut and was given a piece of halibut as well as salmon to cook on the barbecue, and learned how to make a wonderful salmon dip and ride on their monorail's not right.
That's okay. So you went to like the salmon bake?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
but not. It was different. And then since I've been there half a dozen times, I found the library in Skagway and went and did my internet kinds of things, and just went to all of the items in the Princess Theater where the professional was there and was able to tell us about the wildlife and the sea life and everything else that was going on. So just treated this cruise very differently, and it was just one of relaxation, because I even had an insight cabin, and I don't normally do that.
No, well, good for you. And Evelyn is leaving tomorrow or the next couple days to go to Alaska. So you're hearing all this good stuff. Take a jacket.
Yes. Yes, take a jacket.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm just
Okay.
gonna pick some. How about you, Kimberly Knapp? How about you? Thank you, Pat. Hi,
Hi.
hi.
I guess we were a little bit different in that my friend and I brought our husbands with us, so it kind of we probably didn't mingle as much with all of the Red Hatters as we might have if we were by ourselves, but I was really looking forward to the Ireland part. That's really why we booked the cruise, because I had never been there before. I lived in England for 3 years, so that part was okay, but I'd never been to Ireland. And actually, I guess because the tours took you into the cities, and I don't know what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting these green fields and whatever for Ireland, and we're like in a city in like LA. It was not much different. So that was a little disappointing in a way, but I mean, what do you expect? I mean, they are big cities, so but we had a great time. The four of us really enjoyed ourselves, and I didn't realize quite so many people had gotten sick, so maybe it was a good thing we weren't quite mingling as much, but because I did, as you know, come home and I had my own medical issues to deal with, and I'm still dealing with them, but wasn't anything that would have anything to do with the cruise. So, but we did have a very good time. We truly enjoyed it. I loved the 3 days ahead of time in London. That was really nice for us. We enjoyed that. So I'm looking forward to something else with you guys. I mean, I've been to Alaska many times, so I wasn't really interested in that. But I told you before, if you do a river cruise, we'll be interested.
Yep, that's on the list. I think that, we get one of David's jars that he's some pottery. We tear up little pieces of paper and we just pull it out when we pick. But no, keeping you in our thoughts. I know you've shared on Facebook, and I'm glad your daughter's home and things are going well. But you're a mighty gal with lots of love behind you. So please keep us, abreast of everything that's going on, and positive love for you. Okay. Then tell your husband we said hi. He was a sport. All right, Miss Darcy Shelton, thank you for sharing. Darcy, how are you?
Hi, how is everybody?
We're just good.
I just had an amazing time, and all my friends envy me, and I'm ready to go again.
Okay.
I would do different excursions, but I'd like to do that same cruise again. I really had a great time.
Yes. No, you know what? Thank you so much for sharing that. It's what I do love about cruising is we get to go to so many different places around the world, but it's tough when you're only there for 6 or 7 hours. So you get this, it's like a little sneak preview. And we actually have a list of places we wanted to go back. One is Russia, but that will never happen. But we're blessed that we were able to go to Russia on a cruise. But no, Christine, where did I have my first hot toddy? What town was that?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, yes. So I know I had a hot toddy. It felt good on the throat. But yes, I completely understand in terms of wanting to go back and spend extra time. But anything else now who did you go with, Darcy, so people will know?
I just had a random roommate, which turned into a really good friend, Lisa Hackenberg. So
Lisa, yes.
And I did not know her before the trip, and I got really lucky and got an amazing roommate. So
I'm
had a great
so
time.
glad. Oh my gosh, yay. We have been very lucky to be able to room with people. Because we don't know you either. I mean, we're just like, oh, she sounds really adorable on the phone, and she's a royal. So, well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time, and appreciate it. and we hope to see you on our next adventure. Miss Linda said, yes. Okay, so she didn't have her hand up, but she did want to talk about the birthday gift exchange. Yes, so the birthday gift exchange, many of you got amazing gifts, which very, very kind of everybody to participate. Some of you just got a pair of socks. So there was a $20 value, and maybe somebody didn't know that, but and we were short on a few gifts, and then we had too many, and then, but anyways, at the end of the day, we do appreciate those who participated, and thank you so much. And we're, as you know, we're going forward as Royals for our trips, so we are changing up a lot of the activities. We're making fresh, fun, new ones. So we're not going to be doing a gift exchange like that in the near future, because we have some new things coming up. But if anybody that's at an event or something and that has that happen, you know what I mean. You know where I'm going with this. Vicki, thank you so much for the cough syrup. Girlfriend, I drank it like it was iced tea. Appreciate that. I owe you a bottle. Della, you have your hands up. How are you, Miss Colorado?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm excellent.
I wanted to say first, hi, Brenda. Tell Joe and Elaine hi for me.
Aw, how nice.
Joe was my roommate in London and Paris, and Brenda and Elaine were her buddies.
I know, that's so, see, you guys met, and I love it. I love it. Keep sending everybody cards, you know, send 2 cards a month. I love it. So
And I just wanted to say my scooter was good in some places and not good at all in other places. And it did what I needed it to do on the ship, because I didn't have those long walks up and down the hallways and everything. But it wasn't good at all in a lot of places, because I just couldn't go there in the sand and in the gravel and the stones, and you know, it just didn't work all that well. And I was actually in bed for about 2 weeks, because all the walking that I did do made my knees blow up into the size of cantaloupes, and you know, it was not a good thing, because I had my scooter for a reason.
Right. Well, I know you struggled with your scooters, especially at the castle. And I think Courtney was hauling it all over the place because the battery ran out because of the cobblestone. So
Yeah.
I know that there's another brand of scooters that's on my list to contact them to see what we can do. Give me a minute. I'm having a drive-by moment. Candace's mother-in-law was using them, and that hill in Edinburgh to the castle was like this.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either. I walked it.
Yeah, they had been on their scooters all day and drove right up it like it was nothing. And I was like, okay, so this is a brand that maybe we should look into. So
well, mine, I need one with bigger tires on it, you know, bigger wheels, just like the walkers and stuff, because it just wouldn't go over the cobblestones. It felt like it was just going to fall apart.
Right.
Yeah.
No, exactly. And they had like beach tires, you know, like sand tires. They were good tires. So this is good. We're learning a lot. So thank you so much. Was there anything else, Della?
I think I mean, it was fun having that many people, but I think it would be more fun with maybe 100 less, because then we could all go on the excursions that we want to go on.
Well, as you know, there was definitely a challenge on short excursions, which I know won't happen again in the future, because
Well, I got waitlisted on everything, and almost everything, and I didn't get half of the experiences that everybody else did. I got 3 breweries, and once you've seen one, you know, I don't need another one.
No, I appreciate that. As you know, we have explained the situation there with the shore excursions, and that was a huge learning curve for us and for our European partners. So I do apologize about that, but you can say you drank yourself through Scotland and Ireland.
I did.
Well, there you go. You always had a smile on your face. So, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you in person soon.
All righty. Take care.
All right.
Bye, Brenda.
Hi, Miss Sheila, you're next. You have your hands up. Oh,
Oh,
how are you? How are
hi.
you, sweetheart?
I'm getting there.
Good.
Hi,
Okay.
hi, ladies. I just want to say thank you all for taking care of me because it's really been a task. Since I came home with COVID pneumonia, but I also found out that when I had COVID a year ago, when we went to Mexico, I had complications post COVID stuff, which it affected my lungs. And had I not been sick this time, I wouldn't have known about the effect that the other one had on me.
Right.
So I'm in the process of being treated. You know, it's kind of like it was never treated. So I've got scar tissues and stuff like that. So it's been a struggle. Now at least I understand why I was having so much difficulty in walking everywhere. I mean, oh my God, I'd never experienced that in my life. And I consider myself fairly fit. But when your lungs are not working to its fullest, I don't care what you do, it just really impacts everything else. And the allergies and the asthma and stuff. So it's just been hey, God is good. I'm not hospital, I was in the hospital, but I wasn't in intensive care. So, I got things still left down here to do. So that's a good thing. And I just have to pull back and reevaluate what my new normal is. Let's put it that way. But ladies, it was an incredible experience to share with all of you. I do agree. I heard bits and pieces of other people's comments, but what a wonderful group of individuals we are, that we could be so accommodating, nice, sweet, even though we all were tired. I mean, when we were running like little young people in all of these excursions and stuff, but we still kept a positive attitude going on. And it was a wonderful thing. And I'm so glad I got to share my journey with you guys. I do look at TV, and it's so funny. The Olympics are going to be in Paris, and we've seen all of Paris. We saw all of London, and I was thinking about that Mission Impossible scene too. It's so much stuff that we've done, and Wimbledon. Okay, it's like wow, been there, done that. I remember that. Oh. So it's just really a great thing that we did do. Urquhart Castle was an experience. That was great. I enjoyed that. I mean, because obviously that was one of the things that I wanted to see, only because of my name is associated with it, and it was fun. But I'm just privileged and glad that I have a wonderful group of ladies that I'm associated with. And Rosie, my roommate, she's my girl for life.
How is Rosie?
Rosie, I think she's on with us,
Okay.
but I think hey, everybody was sick. What can I say?
Right.
All of us were sick.
We all know,
but we were tough. We are tough. I mean, after all, you can't get old and be whipped.
No, yes. Yeah, I don't even have a tag word for that, or a tagline.
No. Only a strong survive. And yes. Sharon, it's a wonderful meeting you and hanging out with you, and tea. The girls are great. All you guys are fabulous. Love you all.
Oh, thank you. Love back to you too. And you did great. And Sheila, being able to breathe, it's minor.
It's a minor little thing. I'm like, I never used so many inhalers in my life. I was like, oh my God. But it kept me going.
And you kept a smile, and you just would sit for a minute, and that's what I appreciated is, we can't get frustrated when things happen. I mean,
that's right.
It's not going to get you anywhere. And sat there, pump, and off you went. I'm like, okay, girl, come on, hold my arm. But
you were fabulous. I appreciate you guys. Yes. Okay, I love you.
All right, love you.
Okay.
Too.
Okay. Sure.
Claudette, you have your hand up, love. How are you?
I'm doing just fabulous. It's great to see all of you. And I want to just echo the sentiment from everyone else. It was a fabulous time, and all of you ladies were so gracious and nice and accommodating and loving. And it was what my friends need to see what the Red Hat Society was about. That a bunch of ladies could come together, enjoy one another, and not have cat fights. Now, I don't know, you guys might have had cat fights with your roommates. I don't know. But I saw such camaraderie, which was very heartwarming for me. And so we came back with lots of stories for our chapter. And so they may be joining us in Greece. Not so much Alaska, because quite a few of us have gone to Alaska. So, but Greece for sure. And I just want to say a tidbit. Whenever I travel, I have a little pharmacy with me because you get sick. And on those excursions, when those people were coughing, I just pulled out my mask and put it on. I couldn't, I traveled that far, I could not afford to get sick. So that's what I have to say about that. And you were fabulous. Your team was fabulous. David was fabulous. Everything was just great. And I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much. And I love that. Let's put that on the notes to travel with our little kits. And if you don't mind sharing, email me, share with me what you put in your kit so I can put it in the packet so we remember to buy all that stuff. And
I will.
Into. I think I'd say Princess was very gracious because I think we went through about 500 of their masks.
I definitely use Airborne. I'm gonna tell you guys that as soon as you feel something, take some Airborne. But I'll send you the list if you'd like me to.
That's good. And what was you guys may know, and it's just because you know me when it comes to certain things. I was doing this stuff in my nose that comes in a really skinny tube, and I'd never done it before. Or if once you start getting sick and it's really liquidy, anyways, I can't remember if it worked or not. Who knows? If David's here, he would have told me, but it was over the counter.
Is it the Zicam, huh? The
Zicam, yes. So, I don't know. I did a lot of that, but I'll take anything. Well, I'll take anything, but thank you so much. We're not putting this on Facebook. I'm going to get arrested. What were you taking? Well, I don't know. They just gave me a bunch of colorful pills. So thank you so much, Claudette. And we, of course, we all appreciate everyone's beautiful comments, and we can't wait to meet some of your other gals. So is there anybody that else wants to share? I know I was cherry picking. Arlene, and Christine. Okay, Miss Arlene Livingston and Debbie, I asked you to, there you go. You guys are up.
Hi. I was just going to mention that we had a lot of activities sandwiched in together on those pre-tours and post-tours. So if we got late on one, we had not very much time on another. And I don't know, maybe we could do fewer and have, I don't know, maybe some lag time, or I know it's hard to figure out, but that was just
I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it. And that is something that we're looking at. You can blame me. I got so excited and I packed the schedule because you know me, I'm like, hey, we're there for 9 hours. We're going to make sure bring a snack because when are we going back? But reality is, we are going to be reworking how we do our shore excursions. We still do full day shore excursions. I know Terry emailed me and said, what about half days? The problem is the cost, and I've explained this before, the cost to get a bus, which we call barn to barn. So when it leaves the barn to get to us, to do all the things, and then to leave us, the minimums are 5 hours. And the prices are horrible for just 5 hours. So I let Princess do those half-day cruises. And they do a great job because they can turn that bus around and pick up another 100 people. I can't. I can only turn that bus once. So I do apologize if we did have some delays. Paris was a bummer because of all the traffic. So yes, things were kind of pushed together. you know, we didn't have to go to the chocolate factory, but what it looked like on the internet was kind of cool. When we got there, it wasn't what I expected. So, but again, we all just had fun. We all bought a lot of chocolate though.
Yes.
But yes, no, I loved how we broke up the buses, bus 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on your availability. Of course, my bus was the best. No, just joking. every bus was fabulous. And everybody was great that if they were on a bus 4 and 3 days into it, they're like, I need to go to a different bus. So that worked out really well. Having good bus drivers, we had the best bus drivers, I think, for shore excursions and pre-tour and post-tour. I did not.
Especially the one at Normandy.
Yes, Normandy, great. I really felt like the overall experience, especially coming out of COVID and doing a group this big, right off the bat, like I don't know, it was freaking fabulous. So, but lots of learning curves, and trust me, I've taken a million notes. So, but yes, tours and what to see. Plus, now we're all a few years older, so that kind of puts things into a different perspective for me. We are going to run into not enough elevators, not elevators that aren't big enough, escalators that aren't working, stairs. So you just have to be honest with yourself. But what am I doing before my trip to better prepare myself? Am I walking more steps? Do I have the right equipment? We had some great ideas. Bring a cane. Let's look at walkers that are got the bubbly ball wheels, you know. So those are the things that, this is why it was so important to meet with you. So I appreciate all of the suggestions. I'm sorry, Arlene, what else did you have for me?
No, that was about it. But I think we had great guides. Yes. Our guides were fabulous. And our bus drivers were also. I don't know how, I drove school bus, and believe me, I would never be able to drive that in that traffic. It was like, it was unbelievable that what those people could do.
They were good.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and when they go down those little things, those little streets,
Yeah.
like, I wanted to suck in, thinking I was helping, right?
Exactly.
Well, and I know that you there's a group of you that were delayed in San Francisco, and your flight was canceled. And I want to know, there was a very large group of you. Thank you for taking such a positive attitude about that. I know that it's not fun when a flight cancels, but all of you, including Shannon and the girls, everybody just said, okay, we're going to stay at the hotel. We're going to get up the next morning. We're going to get on the flight.
There was more than that. Yeah, there must be.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. Yeah, there were quite a few.
There's 20 of you.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
We had some other delays too. So
maybe
20.
There was about 20 of you that missed flights or flights were canceled.
Wow. Well.
Okay.
There's not much we know, but there wasn't nothing we could do.
No, nothing you could do. No, but I just wanted to let you know I noticed how well you did with it all. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, give my Salinas gals a big hug.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're Gilroy.
We're Gilroy. So, well,
okay.
the peninsula and over.
yes, okay. Well, thank you so much. Okay.
You're welcome. I wanted to read what Jane Turner wrote. Jane Turner and her husband, she says, I don't have anywhere near the words to express the experiences that will never be forgotten. I know the term once in a lifetime trip was used a lot, but there are no better words. Devin and I had a blast, and thank you so much for being allowed to include spouses and friends and family as part of our Red Hat experience. Aw, we love you all, Nancy, and many thanks to all the royal staff. Thank you so much. Yes, it is about the experience, whether you have a hat on or not. I mean, that's what I've always felt. That's my mission. And we had some great husbands and sons. We really had a good group. So thank you for putting up with us. No, it's good to have you. I hope you two return. And I know we have some return. I'm not sure if they're on yet, but returning for Alaska. So some husbands as well. Miss Christine, you're on, girly girl.
Hey, oh, so what I wanted to say is more to that about inviting those our loved ones. You ladies are just amazing. I didn't know what to expect, and I was just, I mean, Nancy calls me up and she goes, "You want to go on a cruise together?" I said, "Sure." And she goes, "Can I bring a few friends?" I said, "Sure." She goes, "There are 300 of them." So that was kind of fun. So I didn't know what to expect. I got there and I was like, is everybody this nice? Like every single person I met had a unique story to tell, had an interesting point of view, a great, an interesting life experience to share. I want to, the reason I brought up bringing family is I want my daughter to experience that. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm working on getting my daughter to come before she decides to have her babies, which she just told me they're going to try at the end of the year. So, woo! Yeah. So hopefully she will not be popping out a kid before Alaska. But anyway.
Well, let me do the math. Nope, she won't. They're trying at the end of the year. But I can't wait to be Auntie Nancy. So.
I want her to come to Alaska so she can meet this wonderful, wonderful group of women. I mean, not that there weren't great guys, there were wonderful men too. I was just impressed by the camaraderie. And yes, the British Isles were beautiful, but not as beautiful as you all.
Well, thank
you. And I got
so much
to spend time with my bestie. So what could be better? It really was a trip of a lifetime. It was awesome. So
it was. And you guys know how hard I cried. I'll tell you what. That was a tough day for me because I got on the bus for the Paris post tour and I couldn't stop crying. So thank you for making it so special for me too. Whoa! Mwah. We go back a long time. You know, kindred spirits. We've probably been related in other lifetimes.
It's true.
In our Scotland, Ireland outfits. Oh my God, the costumes were so cute. Miss Marlowe, you are very busy doing something. Pat, what are you doing there, darling? You got your hands up.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can.
I have peas I've got to get someone. I'm shelling peas from the garden.
Really?
And listen at the same time. Black-eyed peas. I'm an Oklahoma girl, so yes.
I'm impressed. I thought you just buy them in cans.
Oh, nothing better than straight from the garden. I certainly echo yes, support for almost everything that has been said. I would say the biggest drawback was, and that's why Alaska sounds interesting, our numbers. We were just such a huge group. We were slow, you know, like an army moving. And we were on the bus probably more than we were in the activities. But that, you know, that was the numbers, and I understand that. So I like the sound of an intimate group much, much better. Not to say that you didn't handle a big group, because you did. It was amazing that we got to do as much in the time we had. Here's a thought to look into that affected probably maybe just me. I had originally was not on the Paris. I was on the wait list for Paris. So I had a airline ticket through Princess to fly back from London. And then I got picked up and I was through it, Princess Air, and it had to be canceled and redone when I got picked up. Wait list cost a bunch. It was like buying the ticket totally again. Now, Princess Air said, had I used their personal travel insurance, they could have helped me with that. And I found that kind of strange. So I don't know, maybe look into your travel insurance that I did call the one we had and they said, no, they couldn't help me with that. So that's just a thought. And I thought, wow, could have had some.
Yeah, that would have been. I know. And it pained us. Trust me, it pained us. From my experience, the person that you spoke to was incorrect. They wouldn't have helped you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And unfortunately, Princess has a lot of brand new agents that they're not seasoned. And I get to deal with them every day, and that's cool. And I have a special number, and when they're not available, I get to talk to the general agent. And I've been working on something very similar to your case, a little different, but once you change a flight, that's it.
Right. Right.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, before the 45 days departure. So after the 45 days departure, they just go, sorry. So it's a little tough. And I'm sorry if she did tell you that, and I'm sorry to give you the bad news of it.
Yeah. Well, I have a Princess cruise coming up in September of this year. I'm going to do the Canadian one, but I have called a couple of times on excursions and everything. And you're right. I get a different story every time I call, and that's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
Different things.
Yes, and if you're, I'm so excited you're doing the Canada. Are you doing the Canada New England in October?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you're going to see the fall colors. How exciting! Take a jacket. But
yeah.
I
10
do
days.
everything online. Yeah, do everything online. If you're booking short excursions, go into. We sent you instructions. Use the same instructions, and either buy it on your app or do it on your desktop.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, you have fun. As you call it, shucking. What do you?
Shelling.
Sorry. You guys saw the bird breakfast I made David. I put it on Facebook. It was crispy. I mean, I am not a cook, but hey, well, you enjoy. I'll send you some can of beans or whatever these are. All right. Well, thank you so much, hon. It was great having you. We appreciate it. Okay. Well, she has her hand up. Hold on a second here. And then, Brenda, did you need to raise your hand? No? Okay.
I just wanted to tell you, for those that don't smoke and didn't go up to the smoking area, there were several people there that got very close and made long-lasting friendships. That people that were not in the Red Hat Society, they were just other people. And we found a lady up there that lives close by here.
Nice.
She and her husband were on that cruise, and she's decided to join my chapter of the Red Hat Society.
Nice.
So things just went round in circle.
Good. Well, I'm so happy. Yes, the smoking corner, I know there was a few of you there. Sue's not here. Sue and a few other gals are at Mackinac.
Sharon Rooker was in there, and Jane was in there with us, and there were some others that I don't remember their names.
All right, that's okay. Well, I'm glad that happened. That's a fabulous experience. Thinking about that, I don't know why. How many of you found red hats on the ship? I left the ones I found. Raise your hands if you actually found a red hat, participated in the red hat, leaving the little surprise around. Hey, Betty.
Nancy, I found a duck with a red hat on it.
There you go. Oh, that one's special. So,
yeah.
Hey, there's Sue. Can you guys see her? Hold on a second. We were just talking about you. And Teresa Noble, how are you? Unmute, guys. Unmute. Where'd they go? Teresa, hit the unmute button. Hit okay. There
okay, I found it. I found it.
Did you arrive in Mackinac?
Yes.
Yay.
And we just had dinner with Barb Lesiak and Nancy Tobin.
Oh, Barb and Nancy were on the cruise too. Good, and excellent. Tell them let's give everybody a wave. Everybody wave and tell them we're all waving back. About 70-ish of us. How was your drive to Mackinac?
Great.
Good. All right. Well, you all look beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm so excited. I was just clicking through. That's fantastic. So anybody have anything else? Do you want me to tell you the surprise? Are you waiting? Are you guys ready to move forward? Dawn?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You can always put your thoughts in the chat. Miss Christine is oh, before I do that, Miss Sharon Roker, you do have a minute or two. I'm gonna hit you. Our royal, where are we here? There you go.
I don't know where it's at.
There you go. I got you guys. There you go. All right, Miss Sharon, she is our Royal Cruise Director. Let's give a big hand. She did a great job of putting together the monthly prizes and putting together the Cruising Cuties. So you look fabulous. Your hair looks adorable.
Oh, no, I didn't do anything to it today.
Oh,
I'm cleaning.
natural. Natural.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts or anything that you'd like to share?
I had a great time doing the monthly, and I'm going to do it for Alaska. I don't know about the Cruising Cuties. I've had a few people say yes, they wanted to do it, and then I don't know. I'm going to have to really think that.
I think we may have to put Cruising Cuties on the back burner just because some other things have come up that you're involved in. And that's okay too. We can change things up. It's all right.
Yeah. But we are going to do something real exciting on the Alaskan cruise, but I'm not going to say what it is yet.
Cannot say. No, she's been busy doing her homework, and it's very fun. Yes, activities won't come out for a little bit because I want to have the shore excursion and the post tour done too. So I said, give me a month. But thank you again for everything. I appreciate it. And of course, Christine and the gals are not on here, but all your effort and your love and your kindness was noticed and appreciated from all of us. So thank you again for everything.
And I had, Betty Pearson in my chapter, she helped me with a lot of it, and we had fun. We did have fun, and we've met a lot of new people.
That's fantastic. And I hope you guys all stay, we have the Royal Splendor Travel Facebook page. It's been a little quiet. You should be chit-chatting and saying hello, because, I look forward to that in my morning, with my morning tea from from England. I only have a whole suitcase of it.
And I see that Trouble One's on.
Yeah, where is Trouble One? Where is she? Hold on. Are you talking about Sue Weber?
I'm talking about Sue Weber, yes. Hi, Sue Weber. Trouble One.
Yeah,
Trouble One here. I don't know where Trouble Two is.
I don't think. So how are you, Sue?
I'm still trying to recover. That was the most exhausting, fun thing I've ever done.
I love that. Most exhausting, fun and exhausting. How many boxes did you ship back? You shot like crazy, girl.
I don't know. It's like to the point. I'm sure Roberta's overweight was probably thousands of dollars. I don't know what she. So, but we had a ball. It was a lot of fun. Like everybody's saying, I really enjoyed meeting a bunch of Red Hatters. And there are some fabulous people that we met. And unfortunately, they all live on the other side of the United States, but we'll have to make efforts to reach out to everybody. Sharon and Courtney did a fabulous job. It wasn't for them. They did a lot of saving of people I saw throughout the cruise. And it was a lot of fun. And I've never been on a boat where I was so busy, I never got to the gym. I never saw half the boat. I was too busy running around with the Red Hatters. I never really saw the boat. It was just so much fun. I'm so busy.
I did hear that. We didn't get to the theater much, did we? But that's okay. That's all right. Well, thank you for your fun and laughter, especially in the line where we got to get to know you a little bit better as we were waiting to get on the tender. So that was great. So
yeah, I enjoyed. I like I said, because half of my excursions were with Princess and the other half were with the Royal Splendor group. It was nice to be with the group of the Red Hatters, because that was the way you could really bond with people. When we were with the regular boat, of course, we were meeting people from everywhere. So it was a different experience.
Right. No, exactly. I understand that. And I appreciate you all just having a good time with whatever you did. So we saw you.
You heard us. I'll never forget. I think I drank 9. Everybody gave me their beer at the what was the
Denison.
the brewery. Nobody
Yes.
wanted to drink the beer, so I think I had 9 pints of beer. And when I got the boat, everybody, 3,000 people let me ahead of the line to get to the bathroom.
Yes. No, that was the line yes, that's the line we were all in together. And yes, you were very chirpy, kitty chatty in a positive way.
It was fun, but thank you for
It
a
was
one.
very fun. And if there was an house, you would have been in it.
Yep. But I thank you for all the work. I'm sure it was a lot of work to put something together like that. It was fun.
Oh, our pleasure, our pleasure. Well, I did see one more person I wanted to touch base with, Larry and Valerie Patterson, who not only came with us on an adventure of a lifetime, they traveled for almost another month after doing Europe. So hello, you're home back in Canada. Here, let me ask you, unmute. Oh, try again.
Here I am.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, we had a fabulous time. And thanks to all the girls for making Larry feel welcomed.
Oh, he was wonderful. He's absolutely fabulous. And I loved, for those who dressed their husbands up in all the different outfits, it was really, really nice. And we've got great photos. So I'm glad Larry had a nice time as well. And now, are you in Arizona or are you in Canada?
We're in Canada.
Okay.
British Columbia.
I love it. When did you get home from your second half of your crazy trip?
June the 15th.
Okay. So if you haven't followed Valerie on Facebook, I highly recommend, if she doesn't mind saying that. But they went back to Ireland and Scotland and did a few more things and visited friends and family. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. In Scotland, went to Ireland to see our castle because we have Lord Larry of Kerry. And I'm Lady Valerie, so I was very happy to participate in that as well.
Good. I'm so glad. That's fantastic. Yes, they are truly lords. They have a quarter size of property. I love it.
Yeah, about this much.
About a postage stamp, but it works, right?
That's right.
I love it. Well, good. Well, big thanks to both of you.
And thank you, everybody, and especially to you and your crew.
Oh, you're very welcome. Our pleasure. Our pleasure. All right. Miss Karen O'Brien, I didn't see you here earlier. I need to flip through pages here. I'm on page 2 now. Are you there, love?
I'm here.
How are you doing?
I know.
I'm doing really well.
Good. It's nice to see. Nice to see
Everything
your
is
adorable
fine.
face.
And we don't know yet the outcome totally yet from this excursion and going to the hospital. It's interesting in Shetland and the hospital. They feed you 5 times a day. And I'm not used to that.
Wow. Yes, European hospitals are very different than U.S. hospitals. So I'm glad you were taken care of like a queen.
Yes.
Oh, I was. Hello, Valerie. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. Well,
see you in the fall.
All right, hon. Well, sending hugs to you and your sisters. There's a delay.
My sisters are fine. We talk every week. I've told them that I'm going to Greece. I don't think they're going. But I have a whole bunch of people that are interested in going, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, well, your first goal is to get 100% well, maybe 150% well, and I'm excited that you are looking forward to going on another adventure.
But I have plenty of time to get well.
Yes, yes, I agree. I agree. Well, sending hugs through the monitor here. I see. Thank you for your time, hun. I see Pat. Pat, you have your hand up. There you go.
I do. I've had several people reach out to me via Facebook. I was the one who created the charm brooch, and I do have several of those left. If anyone is interested, please contact me. The brooches were $15, and then we'll just work out whatever postage and handling would be to get it to your home. So give me a shout out.
Yes, those were very pretty. You did a now, did you have two different styles or just one? For some reason,
I did have two, although the London brooch, there were only about 20 of. For some reason, some of the charms I had to purchase in collections. And then I got to looking at it, it's like, well, I have all these left over and they're all from London. So that's when I put that one together, but those all sold. So the only one I have left is the one from Big Ben to Eiffel Tower and all of the other type traveling charms in between.
Okay, good. Good to know. So you can reach out to Pat on Facebook Messenger. So fantastic.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So drum roll. Grease is ready. Okay. So Grease is ready if you're interested. I'll put the link here in the chat, but we have, it's kind of an interesting 14-day Mediterranean that not only goes to Greece, it's going to Italy and Turkey.
Ooh.
So now it's 600 and some odd days away. So if you're interested, I highly recommend Princess is doing what they call they're 40% off. The price is already listed with their discount, but it is a $99 deposit that's fully refundable, or you can use your future cruise credit. Now, this was not my intent to come and sell anything because I hadn't even unpacked when I decided to put this date out, but due to so many fabulous emails from everybody going, when is it coming? When is it coming? I'm like, okay, I got it done. Does anybody want to see some pictures?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to do some share the screen. It's on the brand new Sun Princess. Has anybody been on the brand new Sun yet? She is so new. I think March of this year she came out. Miss Laura's here. She's very excited. Laura's Genie on she snuck in. Laura was, oh, there you are. Hey, hon. I call it my guinea pig. They were so kind to let me walk through the process because this cruise ship is very different than ones we've been on before. This is, there's two now in their mega fleet, and it is fascinating, but I had a little bit of a learning curve. So let me grab that page here. La 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 la. We'll do a little highlight. Where is Zoom? I hear radio in the background. If someone would be so kind to double check to make sure they're on mute. It's talking about the election. Oh, still on. So if you accidentally don't have your mute on, could you be so kind to put your mute on? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, well, I just put the link in the chat. If you're not sure what the chat means, if you go to the bottom on my screen, I have chat, and then you can click on the link, and that's the registration page. If you've talked to me and you may have had a cabin, there's just a few of you, that helped me this last week go through the process. I still need you to fill out the form so you are registered. We are using Travel Joy. If you don't know what Travel Joy is, it is a travel agency back office. I started using Travel Joy with the Alaska cruise. So this is going to allows me to be pretty much fully digital compared to the old fashioned. Don't laugh. I still have books because I'm funny about that. But it is a full digital process, and so far I'm liking it. And for those who had credit cards that gave you travel awards and you couldn't get them for the British Isles because we were billing under just Royal Splendor, now we're billing under Royal Splendor Travel. So if you have a credit card that does give you travel rewards or extra percentage back, we are now fully vetted in doing that. All right. Did I miss something here? Okay, so here is my share the screen, and there it is. Okay, we're gonna hit share the screen. So, can you see it all? Some of you, if you're on your phone, it may be a little more difficult to read because the print will be a little smaller, but I will email the link out to you. We will be doing a pre-tour in Rome, and we'll be doing Rome very differently than if you had experience with Rome in the past. I chose this schedule because of a couple of the destinations. And of course, Barcelona, Spain, we will be doing a post tour in Barcelona. So it is a 14 days. The nice thing is there are extra sea days in here, so we have time to rest and play together. I would pencil in your May 2nd to the 16th of 2026. So the Sun Princess, isn't she beautiful? She's gorgeous. Can you all see that? She's a beauty. It holds 4,300 guests. The crew members didn't increase by much, 1,346. They also they call this it's a mega ship type, so it is huge, very, very big. Lots of different cabin selections, more than I have ever had. So I'm going to just go through a little bit of those for you, but you're welcome to go and just look at it. Just watch the video. It's kind of cool. Maybe I can play the video. Let's see. Does that work?
Welcome to Sun Princess. Today, we're going to walk you through our brand new ship. But first, let's hear from our cruise director, Karine Steele.
Hi everyone, Karine here, and it is my honor to be the inaugural cruise director here on board magnificent Sun Princess. Not only the newest member of our princess family, but the shining star for taking out our Sophia class of ships. Talk about exciting and new, right? Today, we're going to show you some of our favourite venues, and the first thing that comes to mind is the breathtaking panoramic views from up here at the top of the ship, the dome, down to the heart of our ship, the Piazza. We really can't wait to show you that this ship revolves around you.
Let's go take a tour of this brand new ship. At the heart of Sun Princess, everyone hangs out in the Piazza, so we had to show it a little love. Inspired by the town squares of Europe, we filled it with a 3-deck high spherical window and an LED wall for extra pizzazz. Here in the Piazza, you'll find amazing restaurants and bars and next-level entertainment. Let's go take a tour of the venues of the Piazza. Serving up specialty espresso drinks, tea, and more, this all-new modern coffee bar will become your favorite place to jumpstart your morning ritual or catch an after-dinner espresso. It's the sweet spot to kick off your daily adventure or watch the world go by. Just across the way is Bellini's Cocktail Bar. You can have your bubbly and more here at this dazzling bar with an Italian flair. When you step into the Crooner's Bar, you're transported to the classic Sinatra era, complete with a top-notch pianist singing the classics. The Rat Pack atmosphere, famous menu of signature martinis, and old-school mixed drinks will have you crooning. What's behind the black door? Spellbound is an extraordinary experience created in partnership with Hollywood's exclusive Magic Castle, with performances by world-class magicians handpicked from around the globe and awe-inspiring illusions. Spellbound will leave you in a state of wonder, and you'll want to come back again and again to uncover its secrets. As a fan favorite, we know you'll love this newly reimagined International Cafe up on the top deck of the piazza and open around the clock. There's always something delicious to nosh on. You can also get a variety of espresso drinks, coffee, tea, and more. Alfredo's is a charming sit-down venue offering freshly prepared Neapolitan pizzas along with beer and wine by the glass. The open kitchen design allows you to watch the chef toss your pizza by hand. It comes to your table hot out of the oven. Okay, now we're getting hungry. Let's make our way through the eatery. Inside the eatery, you can sample food stations from around the world, and our friendly crew is here to help serve you with a smile. When it came to our main dining room, we dreamed big, or should we say tall. We've elevated our dining 3 decks high. With an elegant design and meals that our guests rave about, each level of Horizons dining room offers a different experience, so you'll want to try them all. Have standing reservations for the same table and time on Deck 6. Enjoy greater flexibility with traditional and anytime dining options on Deck 7, and get the feeling of an American grill on Deck 8. One thing all levels have in common, though, is the wake view through these spectacular full-height windows. And we can't forget about the chef's table on Deck 8, with a menu that is specially created by the executive chef and is not offered anywhere else on the ship. Deck 7 is everything you need for an unforgettable evening on board Sun Princess, with some of your favorite dining and entertainment venues, all in one place. Let's start with O'Malley's Irish Pub. Head to the Emerald Isle by way of O'Malley's Irish Pub, where you can dine on signature burgers, fish and chips, stout stew, and boozy brownies, all washed down with beer, cocktails, or wine by the glass. Named for Ireland's legendary pirate queen, Grace O'Malley, O'Malley's has everything you need for a traditional Irish pub experience. Here's a sneak peek at a few more of your princess favorites on Sun Princess. Oh. Wow. You'll love the live-action culinary fireworks of Umai Teppanyaki and Hot Pot. This all-new venue is the perfect place for a lunch or dinner to remember. Our next stop is Sabatini's Italian Trattoria on Deck 8, where you can watch.
So I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I just found out that you don't have volume, and I'm doing the dance. So as you can see, a lot of the familiar areas have definitely been elevated, especially the piazza. It's a 10-minute video. We watched 5 minutes of it, so I'm going to keep going on, and I do apologize. I'm having a good time over here all by myself. I'm dancing by myself. But take a look at it, whether or not you're coming on the trip, or it's just nice to know what's happening in the Princess fleet of fabulous ships. So we have just some basic great photos. I mean, look at my gosh, the amphitheater has changed. I love this with the center stage. That's amazing. Here is our piazza. Oh my gosh, and all that seating will be fabulous. I mean, you have 3 decks of seating, and they all look out to the ocean, which is nice. So this is fantastic. And then this is Kroner's, very different, totally different look. Well, you know where the piazza is, where all the fun is, whether you're doing dancing, listening to music. I do have some fun video clips of you ladies. I don't know how you stayed up till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning dancing. I give you kudos for that. Award-winning shows,
huge shows on the Sun Princess, big names. I just love this picture. If you didn't do any specialty dining, the Sabatini's is an Italian restaurant, and I do love this look. It is gorgeous. It is family style, so you want to go when you're really, really hungry. There is a slight cover charge unless you have the Princess Premium. Then, of course, the medallion class. Hey, we all learn how to use our medallion, so thumbs up for you all on that. But let's talk about really fast Rome. So May 2nd, if for those who would like to go back to Rome early or who haven't been to Rome, we are going to be doing probably 3-night, 4-day in Rome because there's so much to see. And here's just some beautiful pictures. Then on Sunday we go to Naples, Italy. Hello, okay, I put the pizza. I must have been hungry at 2 o'clock in the morning, but yes, they have the best pizza, I swear. So that is going to be a fabulous, and I love it. We're there for 10 hours. I promise I won't keep you on a bus for 10 hours, but we will be there. And then the next day is a sea day, so you can rest and relax. That is going to be perfect, and then we can see some of the some of the things that you didn't get to see on the last trip because we were so busy. But then we're starting our Greece adventure. So Crete in Greece, look how gorgeous. Can you see these pictures well? Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh, the ocean, the blue, like, oh, breathtaking, gorgeous colors, just lots of history. You're in Greece, so I love it. Warm hospitality. So I put some nice little points for each of our ports so that you can read it. Another at-sea day. Again, this is great. I do love at-sea days. Transatlantic crossings where you're going from England back to the States are one of my favorites because it's mostly sea days. So here we are, and we get to play. Yes, we have a nice little lineup we're working on. The next day, we are in Turkey. Oh my goodness, to see the ruins there, that is going to be fabulous. Of course, the coast is gorgeous, and we have just a little sneak peek of some of the things that we'll be seeing. So let's see here. That's Thursday, May 7th, May 8th. Oh my goodness. Mykonos, Greece. Now, I'm not expecting you to lay out on the beach, but we have to visit their magnificent beaches. They are just unbelievable, breathtaking. Plus, of course, there are other sites, but they do have gorgeous beaches there. And then we are going to be in Athens. So again, can you believe the history that we're going to see? I mean, this is going to be a whirlwind of, just crazy. I'm so excited. I'm going to calm down because now we're Santorini. Oh my God, I am saying it wrong. Anyways, this has been on my bucket list, and Athens. This is why I chose this one, because it's not offered all the time. I really, this was my favorite port in this. It is the favorite port. Let's just be honest, Nancy. So, and I'm glad we're going to be there for 10 hours. But unbelievable. I cannot wait. It's just gorgeous. All right, then we come back. We have another beautiful sea day. And then the next day, Montenegro. Yay! We are going to be living it up. Definitely. Now, this is Europe. A lot of the places that I was reading about, they do have cobblestones, they do have paved walkways, but again, we are in an old town. feel, culture as well. So think about, I'm gonna think about, you know, looking at different things to make your experiences and yourself have a good experience on another Europe trip. So, and I know we can do it. We got this. The water shuttles, spot on, ladies, because that's a challenge, especially if you had a scooter. We get A+ on that. Princess was phenomenal. They just looked the other way. We threw the scooter on and we walked away, and no one said anything to us. So it was fantastic. We only have 2 water shuttles, so it's not too bad at all. Kofi, Greece. Now, I've never been to all these destinations except for Rome. So again, it's going to be magical because we're going to be able to share these memories together, and we're going to do it. Big time, big time, big time. And then we're going to be, now I have been to Barcelona, I apologize. And then, but for like 4 hours. I guess that doesn't count. I'll have to ask David. We were there really long. And then we're going to be in Barcelona. And I could not believe the flamingo gal in this picture, the flamingo dress. I think maybe we have to dress like that. She looks divine. So here's just a little, you can read all about it. Here's that. And then these are the cabins. So very chic. Would you call it nouveau? There's very different than what we have had before in some of the older ships. One thing that Princess has changed, actually all cruise lines have changed due to a California state law for pricing fair practices. The price you see here now includes your port fees, your sales tax, where before it was an additional, so you had a base price, then you had your port fees and sales tax. So the price you're seeing now includes those taxes and port fees. So that's nice. It does not include the Princess Plus, except for one category, but your option for Princess Plus is not included in these prices. So this time I gave you a little bit more information. It is, you know, you got to read it and go, okay. I kind of highlighted it in pink, what was a little different. I find that this picture here is much more helpful than the color picture, or the actual, I would say, cabin picture, because you can really get a good layout. What I did notice on this ship is you have a couple different options. So here, when you walk in the door, and this is on an ocean view, you have a couch. Some, they may have like this cove balcony, which is a little bit different. It starts with a bed. So I didn't have a drawing for that, but just when we talk, I'll let you know what's available. So cove balcony is the least expensive balcony that they offer. You still get a lovely walkout, 2 chairs, and a little table outside. So then the deluxe balcony, we're used to the word deluxe balcony. It makes it, you have that larger, a little bit larger square footage, and for the Sun Princess, you have a floor to ceiling sliding glass doors. You see that? That's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty nice. Then we have the Premium Deluxe. So this is going to be a larger balcony and a floor to ceiling glass doors. Now, Princess is having the 99 special for your deposit. And right now, 3rd and 4th passengers are free except for taxes. Are they available for every category? I don't know until I check availability. So if you're thinking of putting 4 people in to help with the cost, this would be the time to at least call me and say, Nancy, I can give you my name and my $99 deposit. The other girls need a little more time. We would book your cabin that fit 4 people. You would be on the booking, and then we can add them when they're ready. So if you're like, oh my God, I want to bring my daughter, you know, my grandson or whatever, grab these prices, grab a cabin now with these prices, and then we can fill it in later. You have 600 plus days, but I do know that things sell out and also prices go up. Okay, so this is brand new. The sanctuary balcony. Now, it includes the sanctuary club, the private restaurant, and the premier package. I put this up because I don't know. I mean, to me, it's fabulous. You get your own little private cabana area to relax at the pool and have your cocktails. You do have the private reserved sanctuary, the restaurant where you don't have to make an appointment, you know, a reservation. You can walk in and they have a little area for you, and then it comes with the premier package. So this is the first time I've seen really, well, something like this being pushed a lot. For us, I think it's a little over the top because A, we're going to be eating together at the restaurant. B, we want to kick back and have cocktails with you. So, but if this is something maybe your daughter and your son-in-law would like to do, or, you know, they want to come on the trip, but they don't want to hang out all the time, but they want to do something special like for an anniversary. So I just thought I'd let you know that that's there. Mini suites are available. They great lineup here. Again, they also come with the couch in front or a bed as you walk in. The Cabana mini suite. Now this one is, can you see the picture here? So you have your door, your bathrooms are here. These do not have tubs, they have showers. This was interesting. Mostly mini suites have a tub. They do not. Then you have your couch area here, and then you have like a cabana style balcony. Okay, so it's a much bigger balcony, so very different. With the folding sliding doors. So if you look at the ship, you see all the glass, you know why, because they did a lot of glass, a lot of folding doors. So that is your Cabana mini suite. Then you have the Cabana deck mini suite. Again, you have your mini suite, all lovely, but now you get to hang out at this private deck to get that lasting suntan you were looking for. So, you know, I'm in my regular cabin. I love these options. They're just new for me, and it was interesting. It was interesting. Okay, so I see I put something here wrong, but that's okay. I'll fix that. Little bit different format. I kind of made everything easier to read in little boxes. Then you have your Princess Plus. I still found Princess Plus to be a fantastic deal. And TravelX, remember we don't bill for TravelX until we know all your costs, which won't be till 2020, late 2025. And then if you haven't used this new system, what you would do is you would click the cabin you're interested in. And then this is the tricky part, number of travelers. It's always going to be one. I don't know why I have 3 there, but, and then you go, okay, good, it's clicked still. And you scroll down, you say, okay, I want the Princess Plus package. And I want travel insurance, and then you hit continue, and then you fill out the form. The form is very detailed. I want to ask more questions up front so we don't have to ask more questions in the back end. So just fill it out. Let me know. We added the dietary restrictions. I followed Princess dietary restriction questions so that it's easy. If you are gluten-free, then I can go into your account and click exactly what it says here, so you don't have to worry about it. We're still doing the travel payment plan, And since we are so many days away, I still want to run them on the 10th, but we can kind of work on the start date. So there is no like, okay, we're starting it today. So anyways, well, thank you for letting me share that. I'm so excited. You guys have seen this first. Literally, I finished it at, I don't know, 3:30 today. I've been working on it for a little while, and it's going to be quite exciting. Quite exciting. Any questions about that trip? No questions? Well, that was easy. Brenda's like, I really want to go. Well, you go, girl. I will. Laura, do you have a question? No? Oh, Diana, you have a question. Okay, excellent. You're good.
I have a question on the, can you hear me? Okay, on the last day when we're departing, we're landing, no, the ship is being at Barcelona, right?
Right.
So are we flying out that day or are we gonna continue?
We are going to do a post tour if you want to stay with us, like we did the London and Paris. So we'll do a few days in Barcelona, Spain, and then you'd be flying out of Barcelona.
Okay, so it'll be the same thing, three nights, 4 days. Okay. Okay.
So I have not, I'm going to be using my same European partners because at the end of the day, they did a phenomenal job. We are making some changes, but I love them. So very similar, just not so packed. And Rome, how many of you went to Rome with? Yeah, okay. So if you've been to Rome, I understand if you don't want to go back, I get it, but we are going to be doing Rome a little differently. Of course, we're going to see some of the highlights, but I want to stay in a different part of Rome. I wanted a little bit of a different experience than what was available. Now, if you've traveled with us a few years ago when we were doing just Royal Splendor cruises as well, we have done Rome a couple times, but there's still so much to see that we won't be bored. And I promise you, you won't be standing in line for 5 hours. I promise that. So, good question. Thank you so much, Diana. Appreciate it. Pat, you have. Yes.
I do. Just a quickie, since I was just on a princess ship and got to see all of this sun advertisement. Their big thing was no more shower curtains. We will have glass everywhere.
They really got into the glass. Yes.
Yes.
So no more shower curtains hitting you all in the wrong places.
Right. So, and the way the piazza is set up, the dining rooms are there. Everything is going to be in that 3-tiered, 3-deck situation with windows everywhere. I mean, it looks phenomenal when you've seen it on the big screen as opposed to this little 2 or 3 inches that you just showed us.
Right. No, and you didn't exactly. So I totally am thrilled. I mean, it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm trying to. I'm like, David, maybe we should go on just for a sneak peek, do a 3-day or coastal or something. I don't want to get lost.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, there you go. I'll let you know. Well, thank you for adding that information. I appreciate it, Pat. Thank you, Hud. There was someone else that had their hand up, but Brenda asked a good question. Yes, when you fill out the form, we will do a Zoom call. We will walk you through it. Very similar to what we've done in the past, but things are a little bit more digital, so it's a little faster for invoices and those type of things. So all you really have to do is bring your credit card and your suitcase and your passport. So that's it.
Okay. Thank you. Christine answered me too, so thank you very much.
Oh, no worries, no worries. So, all right, Miss Deborah, how are you? Mirza. Now, Debbie has, oh, hold on, you're still on mute. Wait, try again.
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very good, very good. And I was sitting at the airport in LAX and ran into Debbie. She was going to Rome, and we sat and hung out, and I feel like we got caught up because we had not seen each other for a few years. You traveled with us, came to our store, had done all of the conventions. So it was great because at the last minute, I get an email, I'm coming.
I'm coming. Yes, I love to
Coming to
reconnect
Niles.
with all the cruisers. Yes.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to say hi as well.
And Nancy, I have a question. I put down a deposit while I was on the British Isles cruise for the British Isles, and
For the Princess FCC.
for the Greek cruise.
Yes.
When I will go to put the do the paperwork, should I just put that down on the when I fill that out?
So what Debbie's talking about is when we were on the British Isles cruise. Now you guys get bonus points because we've been on for a while and we lost a lot of people, but that's okay. There is on the form, do you want to use your Princess Future Cruise credit? Just hit yes. Okay. I do know that Princess did not process all of the FCCs I turned in. I had 11 just for myself, and they didn't process the 11 I had on my one piece of paper, and I had Laura's all together. So if for some reason you don't have it, there's really nothing I can do because I've been going round and round with Princess for Laura, and we just said, okay, we're just gonna pay the $99 and call it a day. Next time, Laura will do it on the app because they said don't do it by paper anymore. I was like, okay. So, but yes, Debbie, you will just tell me that you have an FCC. When I book your cabin, I will see that FCC pop up as well. And then you still need to put a credit card down anyways for your Royal Splendor concierge fee. And then you can let me know. Again, we are 2 years out. When do we start making a monthly payment? Just so we keep it on the 10th, I will and once you know what the prices are, I will let you make that decision what month and what year you want to start.
Okay. All right. We're good.
Okay,
Good.
perfect. All right.
Thank
Any other questions? Christine, did you feel like the form was easy because you did my test form?
Yeah, I thought it was very easy. One thing, make sure you have your passport information when you fill it out. I'm not sure if that was something that was required before. I can't remember, but you have to have some information prepared beforehand. So make sure you've got that in hand so you don't have to stop the process. And yeah, it was super easy. It was super easy.
Yay, thank you. We also added a field that I haven't added in a long time, and that was a picture of your passport. It is not required, but it is secured. If you can't figure out how to upload your photo and you just take a picture and email it to me, dang, that's a scary picture. That's the passport photos are so scary. I can put it in your file so that when I'm working with the hotels overseas and they're asking for your passport information, I'm not, again, scrambling, or Courtney was making calls or emails to fill in those blanks. So that's something that will help going forward as well. So great thought. Anyone else? Are you guys all excited? I'm excited. And I know it's a long time away, but it's a good way to break up those payments. It really is. Totally. Okay, well, I hate to say goodbye, but it looks like we are at that hour. It's 7, 8, 9, and is it 9 o'clock in New York, in the East Coast. I really appreciate everyone hanging out with us, and we will. You guys want to do this again in a few months? It's not going to be a sales pitch, but if you want to, yeah, it's just so nice to see your faces. It's so great. I see them on Facebook, but I don't really see everyone because I'm not on it, very much. And please keep in touch. Let me know what's going on. Leslie, you're going to send me an email, right? Because you need some help. Oh. Are you there?
Got it.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yes, my luggage was lost. I paid $100 for an extra suitcase coming up, US dollars. Then I paid €80 going back home for the same suitcase, and they lost it. So I didn't get it for, a few days after we were home. I actually didn't think I was going to get it. But it was after the time that they said they were supposed to get it to us.
Okay, so what you would just need to do is call TravelX, give them the date, and they will walk you through that process.
Okay.
So you would have to have a letter from the airlines to back up what you're telling them, or some kind of communications, and
right.
So when it was delivered, and then they'll let you know. If nothing was missing and you didn't have to go out and buy underwear or bras or anything, you do have a delayed baggage. It's pretty minimal, but you have to decide if it's worth the paperwork and your time.
I think it was 250, something like that.
Yeah, max 250.
So that's better than nothing.
There you go. There. I love it.
I just think it was the one with all the souvenirs and stuff. So I was really dying for a while because I'm thinking I have no souvenirs to give out now. But luckily it showed up.
Oh, good. I'm really happy it did. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I got the best roommate. She was the Australian lady, Louise. And the two of us, it was like we had our own language. We could look at each other and know what we were going to say or finish the sentence. It was really, really unique, and we had the greatest time. And Pat Sunda was the one that I had roommate in London, and she was great too.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad that worked out so nicely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So,
good. Well, hopefully you
everything
guys
else.
can be roommates again.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, I keep saying goodbye, but I haven't hung up yet.
Hugs.
So, this is recorded. I will cut out about the medical stuff because I don't want that to be out in the universe there. I will send an email with the link for the Mediterranean, and I just look forward to hanging out with you guys again.
Yep.
So you guys can all unmute and say goodbye. So I feel loved.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you guys. See you later.
Till next
Bye,
time.
Kat, if you're still there.
Yeah, bye, Leslie.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Brenda. Good to see you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Love
Bye-bye.
you.
Be good.